Mr. Namani stated that compliance with prescribed process of law in procurement and expenditure is paramount to ensure the responsible use of public funds, and further calls for the respect towards the independence and separation of all constitutional office and mandates.
Also call on government to seriously address all governance, service delivery and security concerns to prevent our country from sliding into the risk of failing as a state. Good governance and accountability in the public sector are non-negotiable. The lack of transparency and accountability in the expenditure of public funds is a grave concern that must be addressed urgently. Compliance with prescribed processes of law and procurement and expenditure is paramount to ensure the responsible use of public funds. We also call for the respect of the independence and separation of all constitutional offices and mandates. The government must uphold the integrity of these offices and refrain from undue interferences.
Mr. Namani further touched on the importance of the country's electoral system, indicating that it still remains vulnerable to manipulation and fraud that undermines the very foundation of democracy.
We, the Law Council, express our serious concerns over the long-delayed electoral reforms, stressing the critical need for implementation of a biometric voting system to uphold the integrity of our democratic process. Without these essential reforms, our electoral system remains vulnerable to manipulation and fraud, undermining the very foundation of democracy. The adoption of biometric technology is seen as imperative in verifying voter identities accurately and efficiently, reducing the risk of electoral malpractice, ensuring transparent elections. By modernizing our voting system with biometric technology, we can enhance the credibility of election results, instill public trust in the democratic process, and uphold the fundamental principles of fairness and accountability.
He stated that the Law Council emphasizes that these overdue reforms are essential in safeguarding the democratic rights of citizens and strengthening the legitimacy of electoral outcomes for a more robust and trustworthy democratic system. Mr. Namani then highlighted on what needs to be done.
Urgent measures are required to address civil disobedience, maintaining public order, and shield businesses crucial for saving our community from economic harm.